Hi, it's Bill Doggett, and welcome to Juneteenth 2026. I'm an African American performing arts historian and early sound recording archivist, but also over the past decade or so, I have garnered a reputation as one of the country's leading um, small businesses as an African American marketing agent and publicist, working between 2012 and 2023, working with contemporary African American composers of note. In this particular short video, relatively short video using Zoom, I want to just explore the idea of Juneteenth and music. And do that, especially during June, which is Black Music Month, but also during this important time period of honoring the 250th anniversary of America, or America 250. We're going to look at just two works by two composers that look at the journey to freedom, from freedom in Africa to enslavement in the diaspora and in the colonies and the young United States, and the breaking of those chains, which is what Juneteenth represents. And so I hope you'll enjoy this. This is representing a lot here. The music is extraordinary. The music is by two composers, the first being Anthony Davis, the 2020 Pulitzer Prize winner for music, composer of very important socially progressive and social justice themed operas. And then the second is by the young African, I'm going to say Nigerian American composer Shawn Okpebholo, who has quite the reputation as well. And we're going to be enjoying his just incredible setting of the Civil War, a Negro Spiritual of Freedom. But first, let's look at this wonderful piece. It's an aria from the Anthony Davis opera named Amistad, which premiered in 1997 at Lyric Opera of Chicago. The aria is To Own One's Own Life. The opera is about the 1839 slave ship rebellion on the slave ship Amistad. And this is the aria that deals with the trial of letting those enslaved Africans freed. It's sung by Stephen West, a dynamic baritone. And it is from the recording, the premiere recording, world premiere recording, which is a live recording that was done during the performance, the world premiere performance of Amistad in 1997 at Lyric Opera of Chicago. So let's go into share screen. This is a Zoom recording and has its Zoom limitations, but I hope you will enjoy these two dynamic works, and I will speak a little bit more about them later.
Life, one's a very breath, is the right of any being to whom God grants time on earth, in a privilege or in suffering. It must not be our legacy from liberty to keep them in a living death. We hold these beliefs unbroken for ourselves and our brethren, for those needing sanctuary those permits unmet, even a peaceful vengeance within our shores. But now with men taken hostage, we seek to deny the nature's law. This cannot stand. This cannot stand. This cannot stand in our land. And we must not make slaves of freedmen. Such a mortal outrage puts us all in bondage. Hear me well, our ruling is very plain. It has not been shown that these men were slaves. We shall not use the government to take people who are free and reduce them to slavery. They are free by our laws. They are free by our laws. They are free by our laws. We hold them no further.
That was To Own One's Own Life from Amistad, from Act Two of Amistad by Anthony Davis, accompanied by some very interesting visuals. If I did not say, I'm a graphic artist and photographic designer with some certain ambitions, but we won't go there for now. Let's talk about the next showcase in advance. Shawn Okpebholo's extraordinary setting of the Civil War era Negro spiritual freedom is really just incredible, incredibly powerful, and meets a moment, especially now in 2026, during June Music Month and during this America 250, that speaks much more loudly, much more poignantly, and with importance, if you will. It is housed, if you will, in this particular video showcase, which is a showcase of my museum. A museum, what is a museum? A museum is a funny technical term for a museum of historic newspapers. Therefore, a newspaper museum, called shortened to Newseum. There used to be one on the Mall in Washington, D.C., unfortunately closed, but I, as a collector, historian, and being the great grandson of some very important people out of Richmond, Virginia, at the during the Civil War and during Reconstruction, come from an understanding and appreciation of history. And so I have my own museum, and this particular short film, which is part of the film that I created between 2012 and 2015 for classroom education. I'm from a long run of teachers and have taught as well, been in residencies, etc. So this is a showcase of this music is housed within this film, this section of a film that showcases historic newspapers, abolitionist newspapers in my archive. I'm honored and must certainly say that in 2022, in June of 2022, I received a small grant from the Grammy Museum to honor my work. And hopefully there will be more to come in the years to come around that work and around my association with the Grammy Museum. But let's go forward to enjoy and to honor Juneteenth 2026 with Shawn Okpebholo's masterful "O Freedom," sung by the very important young African American baritone Will Liverman, with piano by the equally talented, gifted pianist and composer Paul Sanchez.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'd be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. No more mourning, there'll be
Juneteenth, 2026. America, 250. This is Bill Doggett. Until next time, I look forward.